Eliud Kipchoge, let's keep an eye on the clock. Into the final 20 seconds. Eliud Kipchoge. Whoa! On his shoulder. 140. 140, the unofficial time.
There's his wife.
Eliud Kipchoge storms into the history books in Vienna. 1:59.40.
Welcome back to Jeff Kinagala. Now, these three were just watching that 1:59.40 last Saturday in Vienna. And Ibrahim says he could have run faster.
Yeah, that guy could have run faster.
Huh?
Yeah.
What, because he was waving at people and saluting? Or,
No, that
He was too
or is it
strong.
I think
strategic?
in that race, there was a pace to be followed.
Yes.
And I think they hold him too much.
Yes.
If they would have let him go towards the end, the last 2 kilometers,
Yeah.
I think he should have
another
gone
way of
faster. He
looking
would
at
have
it.
gone
Another
faster
way
than
of
that.
looking at it.
Yes.
The pace was 250, and the fastest he's done is 248.
Okay.
248.
Yeah.
So, at his normal pace, he does 243. So what we are saying, if he can do 250s until the last 2 kilometers, he does 243, 244. Again, he drops it to 158.
Good Lord.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, we still have a dream of lowering it in some point, and I think that's the business part.
How significant were the pace setters? Ibrahim, how significant were they?
Yeah, they were necessary at that stage because it makes you relax and just follow the pace. And you see the formation which they formed.
Yes.
There was a
V.
formation, the V, which was there. So it made it very easy for Eliud to just relax and just flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Douglas, what did that race do for Kenyans, for Africa, for humanity? What did that do?
First, it has confirmed that a human being is not limited. And if you're limiting yourself, probably it's different. Number two, it has put Kenya on a very high position in the world. The expectations now of Kenyans who are going to try and compete in the marathon will climb another notch. So, for example, if we say 2 hours for Kenyans, that is a past. 1594 is present. The future is probably 158.
158.
That is the shift that is going to come. So that translates into us as Kenyans now. We need to have those instruments that are going to push these young people to try and even get closer to this kind of mark.
Sally, you did, how many Olympics did you do?
3.
You did 3 Olympics?
Yes.
You did Atlanta?
Atlanta.
You did Sydney?
Sydney.
In 2000?
And Gothenburg.
My goodness.
I did 3 Olympics, 3 World Championships, and almost 10 times World Cross Country.
Good Lord. Tell me something. Can Eliud do better than he did in Tokyo in the next Olympics? Because he wants to compete, right? Can he do better than 2:01:39, which he holds?
Yes, he will.
Huh?
He'll do. 158.
Ibrahim, what do you think?
In Olympics, you see, going to Olympics, it's a different race. So it's winning.
Because there's no money.
No, there's a lot of money, but it's winning.
For your
so
country.
It's no time. You see, I think Eliud has brought a paradigm shift in athletics. And I think it's very good. We needed Eliud at this time for that change. Yes. The way athletics it's a sport.
So it's going to change?
It's changing a lot.
Okay, do you
so I think this guy, he cannot enter a race where he's not ready. That I know about Eliud. So when he goes to Olympics, it's about winning that gold medal.
Nyali MP, Muhammad Ali. You know him?
I know him very well.
He says, say jumbo to Ibrahim. I worked with him during his stay in Mombasa. Lakini hakujua umehama. says you're a great man. You're a great man.
Thank you.
Before we go to our tweets, guys, Douglas, why on earth have we never thought of having a hall of fame for people like you? People where, by the way, it would be just like people go to the Mara to watch our Big Five. This Hall of Fame would attract millions of tourists.
Sure.
I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yes.
Why don't we have that?
Well, what I cannot do, Jeff, is I cannot proclaim, but I can only be commended. That is the rule of the game. I've done my best. If you feel I need to be commended as Douglas, as Ibrahim, as Barsosio, that, as I said, this policy must be in place. So what we are saying, if as sports people in this country, we have appreciated this Kenya, we have brought Kenya where it is, let the policymakers and implementers push that policy and see that all those things are in place.
Yeah, for instance, Sally, I mean, if your footprints were put in some, you know, if they were carved in some brass or some clay and put in this Hall of Fame, wouldn't people come to be kissing your feet just to be in the presence of greatness?
Blessing. Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Ibrahim, what do you think?
Jeff, I went to Los Angeles and I was buying a new audio software. So when I went before I entered the shop, I found so many
footprints.
No,
or handprints. Yes.
And guess what? They were all the famous guitar players. And I was like, what? So, I mean, you don't have to have a house. You can create a street. We request our governor to give us a street. And we arrange ourselves and put all our footsteps.
Yes, on cement. Yeah, they do on cement, right?
Yes. And that actually works.
That's
so that people come from everywhere
and they'll say, I want to go Mashujaa Street.
Exactly, yes.
Rename a street, Mashujaa Street.
Exactly.
You guys can take Koinange, I don't mind.
No.
You can take Koinange Street. We'll call it Mashujaa Street. You had your footprints. Can you imagine? Imagine the amount of tourists. Even those ladies of the night at Ahama.
I mean, they are our fans.
Tweets or SMSs first. Let's go to our text message. John Ruto says, Ibrahim Kipkemboi is an inspiration to all of us at this time. At that time I was in college at the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, his home village, and saw some youngsters doing a road run and gave us Nike shoes. Wow. We have never met since that time. God bless him abundantly.
Thank you very much.
You see the little things you do. You gave these youngsters Nikes.
I have some apartments in Kapsabet, 16 two-bedroom houses, which I've given to athletes for free for the last 20 years.
For free?
For free. They are staying there for free. Majority. It's something which I don't, maybe I'm saying it here now.
My God.
But you go to a place called Kamoba.
Yeah.
It's a building I've built, 16 two-bedroom apartments, self-contained now. The athletes, they stay there for the last 20 years for free. But I have no business with them, because...
Are any of them famous? Have any of them done well?
So many, I don't want to mention even. They know themselves. Top. Even the Olympic medalists have been there.
What?
Yeah.
Free?
Free.
Goodness. Viewer says, I know Douglas Wakiura very much. He helped the rural girls from Kimanjo, like Laikipia North constituency, get scholarships for secondary school. He is really a hero. He too is a mentor to our community running club.
Yeah, Kimanjo is a town off Nanyuki, about 77 kilometers. And it was very special because we were having the Masai Ultra Marathon race there. And what they were doing, they were raising funds for the community to go to school. And I was very honored to be able to go to talk to the community. And I remember one time we went to give shoes. And we were very amazed because the young kids there, the youngsters, they are walking long distance, that the shoes were smaller than their feet. But apart from that, it was very, very interesting to move around. And I think one of the things that I must appreciate is that the running that I did because of my love of running has taken me to very many places. And I've touched a lot of young people.
You have. Yes, you have. Lawyer Ledisha Kipsei says, wow, congrats to them. Sally Barsosio, when at home is just our little girl, disciplined, social, humble. Another pocket rocket. Alex from Eldoret says, congratulations to these legends. I never knew Sally is such a great Shujaa. I always see her in Saroyot in Eldoret. Great Kenyans indeed. Where's Saroyot?
It's my village.
Oh, how far from Eldoret?
5 kilometers away.
5 kilometers. Oh, nice. James Kioi, former sprinter. Do you guys know him?
Yep.
You know James Kioi?
Yes.
Nice to see Sally Barsos. Hey, you're famous, eh? Mashabik ni wengi. Nice to see Sally Barsosio. She was such an inspiration during her years back in 99 to 2000. I admired her running during training at Kasarani. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Are we switching over to tweets? Yes, we are. Tweets coming in thick and fast. Armstrong Linus says, greetings to our champions. I can't believe our glory days started in the 80s. We need to make this a running nation.
Yes.
We really do. We've forgotten our superstars. Sumaili Robert says, from our champions, what do they have to say about doping, which is affecting our athletes? Douglas, you were saying something about doping earlier on. Go on.
I think doping has been there, but it all depends on you as an individual athlete in the discipline that you're going to have. You take 1 year or 2, 3 years training every single day for the maximum performance in the Olympics.
Yeah.
If you decide to break that discipline, it will not only affect you, it will only affect the nation. It will affect all of us.
But let's face it, guys, the competition out there and the attraction to the dollar and the fame will push someone to inject themselves with some, stuff.
No, it doesn't.
It's a problem which has never been with us. It's new.
It's
because of the number of athletes who are training and they are not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So these are individuals who are tempted. And I think they are colluding with some of these foreign. There are people foreign.
The agents and the so-called trainers. Sally, you agree?
Yes.
It's not a big thing. I mean, it's a tiny percentage of them.
Yeah, it's some individuals.
But because we are in a magnifying glass,
Yes,
there is
you
a
are.
magnifying glass.
Yes.
It's being blown out of proportion.
I'm sure they're testing Eliud every second of every day.
They do. But you see, at the end of the day, basically, a sportsman is supposed to be disciplined. So whether the competition is tough or not, you go to do your end.
Your best.
You go to do your end. And in time, basically, you are going to be at the top, on the top of the world.
Yeah.
It does not mean that you have to cut shortcuts.
But if you're impatient...
But you see, it comes with the risk.
Yeah,
so what is
correct,
the risk
correct.
of winning a medal?
Choices have consequences.
There you go.
And there's nobody now, Jeff, who can dope and get away with it.
No.
Because the testing is so
rigid.
Yeah, rigid.
Before a race, after a race.
There is no way they can make
There is in competition and out of competition.
You can go and say, I'm going to run a small race, but that small race, they'll test you.
All right. Engineer Lazario Kanyambok says, congratulations to all the athletes, great men and women. You put this nation on a global map. You are true heroes. True heroes, and you deserve that Mashujaa Street. What do we need to do to get Mashujaa Street? I don't know.
Jeff, it is the goodwill. I think there's...
You're happy with that? You're not happy
what I'm saying is we need a Mashujaa medal. That would be a good thing for us. We stand in a medallion platform. If you come to our places, probably you'll find a lot of trophies.
Yeah.
That is what we stand for. That's what has been accorded to us. So when something noble like Shujaa has been brought up, let it come with its value and its commendation. That when you are awarded a Shujaa, you are able to mentor the young ones, get the spaces to go to schools, get spaces to go and participate in big events, sports events, come in and go. We need to participate there.
Yeah. Sally, you're still in the military. You're still KDF.
Yes.
How much longer? Do you enjoy it?
Yes.
You love being in the military and running 100 kilometers a week.
Yes.
And she means it. Ibrahim,
yes, sir.
Advice to the next generation of athletes. What do you tell them?
I think they need to balance and know that running is not, you cannot run forever. You run and if God gives you some strength, you can go for, like Kipchoge, I think 20 years. But majority, they will go for 10 to 12 years. During my time, I think I ran for 12 years.
Even that
at that international level. Yeah. So I think we need to balance. Go to school. Most of the guys, because it's very easy to run, when you are talented, you run and you make money. And you tend to skip school. Yeah? Jeff, I know you are in the US.
Yes.
In the US, for you to be a professional basketball player or a football player, you must go to university.
Yes, you must.
They recruit you from the university. So I think athletics, we are serious now. And this is majority of the youth now are getting into sports and they are making good money.
You know, it's
So we
because
need
of
to-
poverty, Chef.
It's poverty.
It's poverty make people to skip school and just
Yeah,
go
and
straight for
to
running.
run. By the way, the percentage of kids who make it to the NBA, tiny percentage
Tiny.
out of all those people playing basketball. It's just like here, the percentage who make it like you guys, tiny percentage.
Yes.
Last question for you. Fred Obach Machoka, as we wind up, says, first, congratulate these legends for me, all of you. Fred Obach.
Thank you.
Blackest man in Black Africa. He says, thanks to them and especially Eliud, the world, starting with Ethiopia, is now going overdrive to stop Kenya. And the question he's asking is, what's the way forward? What's the way forward? Because they're all coming. Mo Farah, he finished the 5,000, he finished the 10,000, now he's entering the marathon. He's coming after you guys.
Yes, he is going to come.
The Ethiopians are coming after you guys.
Yes.
What's the way forward?
I think, number one, there is a lot that has been happening in the world that we are not doing. We need to incorporate science and technology. That is for sure. Traditional training and coaching is not going to take us in the next level. We also need to invest in, that means the instruments that are required will probably be facilities and environments. Okay, in Kenya, we don't have a national training center. Every other country has. Ethiopia has already done that.
Yeah.
They have a national training center.
Yeah.
That is what we require so that we can also put coaches and spread them out and also call all these athletes who have been qualified for the international events and they can go through there. Within the center, they can now go through education. They can be taught a lot of things, how to utilize their money, finances and all that. That could happen. So that is basically one concentration that we need. And Kasarani, I think, is really good for that. It only needs a bit of renovation and added more sports. So when it becomes a center, it will host more than 2 sports. Because as of now, it is, I think, volleyball, running and football.
But it's pathetic that University of Albuquerque in Mexico could have everything, tiny little town, and we can't manage. By the way, you inspired someone, great stuff. Douglas inspired my twins 5 years ago. Who is that?
Twins.
These medals are a part of his inspiration. Tell those heroes we are proud. So you inspired some twins 5 years ago.
Yes.
We'll leave it at that. Congratulations to all of you.
Thank you.
Sally,
Thank you.
we salute you, Sergeant. Salute you.
Thank you so much.
Well done. Ibrahim,
Thank you, sir.
congratulations.
Thank
man.
you,
are
Jeff.
just incredible. Douglas.
Yes.
Arigato. Domo, arigato.
Before you go,
Yes.
we are having the Kenya International Sports Film Festival. It's at Kasarani.
When?
No, not Kasarani. It's at Sarit
Kenya
Center.
International Sports
Film Festival from 21st to 24th of November.
Yeah.
And if you have an opportunity, and everybody else out there, just come and see. We have had about 1,200 films from all over the world, from 100 countries. So they'll be screened and then they'll be awarding.
When is the next First Lady's half marathon?
That is in March.
Is she running?
Of course, yes, we are going to run in March, yes.
You still training with her?
Yes, we're doing.
Does she still have the spirit?
I mean, it can't get better than we are now. We have no choice.
All right.
Yeah.
I was expecting nothing less from you, Douglas.
Jeff, there's something. Next year, we are great runners.
Yes.
But we have started to also being great hosts of major events. Next year, we have the under 20. Yeah, in 2020.
Yes.
It's a very big event. It has never happened anywhere in Africa. It's the first time happening here. We really need the support of everybody, every Kenyan.
Yeah.
If somebody is listening to me there, it's a very serious event. It's an event.
What is it, Under 20 World Championship?
Under 20
Yes.
World Championship.
Wow.
The same as, you see, the one we had
Doha.
last year.
Yeah, or the last
The
year.
one we
Yeah.
had last year was under 18.
Yeah.
This one is under 20.
Folks,
Yeah.
God bless you all. And happy Mashujaa Day to all of you. All right?
Thank you.
And we'll make
Thank you,
sure,
Chep.
we'll see what we can do about that street, Mashujaa Street.
Thank you, Chep.
Inanga Street.
You can have it.
Chep Koinange Street.
You can have it.
Thank you,
That's
Chep.
where our first run will start. The first Mashujaa run.
True Shujaas over here, folks. Remember these guys, they were here long before Eliud came along, and they paved the way. They say you stand on the shoulders of giants. That's what Eliud has been doing, standing on the shoulders of these heroes right here. If it wasn't for them, he wouldn't be where he is probably today. And others who you and I and many of us have forgotten. Do not forget your heroes, because they paved the way and flew our flag so high so many times, and they never tired out. Happy Mashujaa Day week to all of you. Thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, every Wednesday, it's all about those 3 letters on the keyboard that follow each other. JKL. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night. Good luck. God bless our Shujaas. Yes.